We're inside the Dome this weekend for a pair of AAC basketball matchups, starting out here with the Bluefield College Rams women taking on the Reinhardt Eagles. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us as we're inside the Dome once again as Bluefield tries to make it 3 wins in a row after picking up a win a couple of days ago in convincing fashion against the St. Andrews Knights here inside the Dome. Danae Cox, as well as her teammates, got back into the offensive rhythm. Emily Hart with a big night for her. About 17 points for the sophomore coming out of Independence, Virginia. Not going to get any easier, though, as they welcome in Reinhardt, a team that is second in the conference right now. 15-4 with a 19-7 record overall, while the Rams are 12-11 and a 9-9 record in the AAC. So for Bluefield, you look at that record and you see that they are 8th in the conference right now, and only the top 8 teams make the conference tournament. So the Rams still trying to fight to get into that conference tournament, while it looks like Reinhardt probably has that one wrapped up with about a month left to go in this season. Well, Danae Cox will get the start for Bluefield today, and if she can really build on that confidence she had couple of days ago, as well as in the win against Allen University down in Columbia, South Carolina, the Rams really should build off of that offensive momentum as well. Emily Hart, saw her a couple of days ago really take the game over in the third quarter for Bluefield. The Rams had not seen that out of her in quite a while, and now you have Adrian Goodlett also starting on the floor, as well as Kiara Bellanier. Corey Mullins, in his 4th year as the head coach of Bluefield, really has a pretty experienced team. 7 seniors on this roster, so not a lot of rollover going into the next season, while Hannah Preservati, there's another player that Bluefield will likely miss next year, the senior out of Princeton, West Virginia. On the other end for Reinhardt, number 14, Rebecca Cheeks, will likely be the star today. She leads this Reinhardt team in scoring with 11.5 points per game. So onto the floor is Hubbard, Byers, Mosley, Nix, and Hedrick. So Cheeks will come off of the bench, and the tip-off will be dueled with Hedrick as well as Kiara Bellanier. Rams going right to left, Reinhardt vice versa. And the ball is tipped right into the hands of Jessanne Nix. Well, Reinhardt looking good. Head coach Lindsey Huffman actually beat Bluefield not too long ago down in Florida, or rather in Georgia, in Waleska, Georgia at that. Swing out on the right side to Sarah Byers. Just chucking the ball around the arc. Swing back up top to Byers. Bluefield operating in that zone defense. 7 to shoot. Lob down low. Hauled in. Spins and misses the layup. That was Bethany Hedrick missing. And a rebound for Kiara Bellanier. Here come the Rams in transition. Oh, you got to depend on Hannah Preservati to look at those open looks. Now, Bellanier really winning in the low post matchup as far as size goes with Jessanne Nix. In the corner, Adrian Goodlett backs out and now has nowhere to go. Over to Hannah Preservati in the right wing. 8 to shoot, crossover dribble, lob right corner. Emily Hart arcs a 3, misses front rim, rebound Hedrick. So still no score, a minute elapsed here in the first quarter. Well, the Rams men's team will be playing at 2 o'clock. You can catch that here on the Rams Digital Sports Network as well. Now the lob down low to Hedrick, hauled it in with one hand, and you're starting to see both of these teams really take their time. And in the left wing goes Mosley. Now pivoting back up top, and the new player, Jessanne Nix. Dart down low, tipped in the air. Adrian Goodlett thought she had the steal, but the ball bumped out of bounds, and it will go back with the Rams. So Reinhardt thought that ball was off of Adrian Goodlett, but instead the official right in front of Corey Mullins says that it went off the hands of the Eagles. 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. The Rams still looking for their first basket. Danae Cox steps top of the key and now passes over to the left wing. Preservati feeds Bellanier left elbow. Puts it on the deck. Euro step. Layup clonks around. No good. Bellanier followed her shot. Missed the putback. And it's corralled on a rebound under the basket by Jada Hubbard. Going in transition. Here is Byers. Now top of the key. Working the ball around the rim. Sarah Byers in the corner. Feeds back up top. And now Reinhardt looks like they really operate in a similar offensive scheme to the Rams. Swing down low. Now pass back out. Here's Jada Hubbard skating down. Here's Headley. Her shot. Good. And rather, that's Bethany Hedrick with the first basket of the game. 2-0. Reinhardt on top. Well, the Rams really playing in a very hot dome today with the sun coming in and the weather starting to heat up. It's like a furnace in here. Preservati floats from 5, misses the layup. Tipped out of bounds, and it goes off of the hands of Jessanne Nix. So the Rams, with 15 seconds on the shot clock, will have an inbounds pass. to see what Hannah Preservati can do here in front of a growing crowd here at the Dome. Kind of a matinee game. Preservati darts in. Adrian Goodlet, left wing, feeds top of the key. Preservati, 10 to shoot. Preservati pivoting around, pass to Goodlet, underhand Hart into the left side. Back top of the key, Preservati, 5 to shoot for the point guard. Starts to move left, feed down low. Belle Lanier shoots at the buzzer and fouled as the ball was actually rejected by the rim, but Belle Lanier was hacked by Mosley, so now she will have 2 shots from the line. Rams down 2-0, 7.5 minutes left to go first quarter. And Belle Lanier, a player that has struggled at times at the free throw line. Shoots with the left hand, swish. And the Rams are finally on the board, 2-1. And the free throw line just shooting 45% in 68 attempts as she misses the second one. Hauled in on a rebound in the corner and a bounce back up top over to Mosley. Taking the ball right across midcourt and a handoff to Byers and the right wing. Cross-court lob on the other side to Jada Hubbard. Loses the ball in the free throw line and now going down under. Reverse layup, no good. Under the basket, it's picked away. Jess Ann Nix tried to scoop in the right hand and the Rams picked it away. 7:05 remaining. Cox carries towards the basket, misses the layup, tipped around, looking for the rebound. Belle Lanier hauls it in the far corner. Feeds top of the key, Hart, and now Bluefield to the begging of Corey Mullins will start out a new offense. Well, Mullins hoping his team can get some energy from that defensive end. That's where he says his team derives a lot of their momentum from. 6:45 remaining in the game, or in the first quarter rather. Emily Hart just top of the key. Goodlet feeds Belle Lanier, spins towards the basket on the right block, and misses the layup. 2-1 still the score. Rams down by 1. And stolen away by Goodlet on the other end. What a play. One of the more defensive-minded players for Bluefield. Outlet Goodlet spins with the left hand and misses the layup. Looks like she was tipped by Sarah Byers wearing that white long sleeve shirt. It's going to be hot in here. Reinhardt in the navy blue with the yellow trim. And the Rams wearing the white jerseys with the red numbers. Left side looking for someone to pass it to. Mosley feeds Byers top of the key. On the right side, Hubbard, dish down low, over to Headley, spins and scores, or rather that's Hedrick with her second basket of the game. Now it is 4-1, 5:56 left to go first quarter. Janae Cox with a one-arm pass, and Bluefield looking for a way to get back into this game. Sometimes when they start out so cold, it is very tough to get anything going, as Goodlet skies a layup and misses on the right side. Now Bluefield is really locked down in this defense from Reinhardt, down 4-1. Pass top of the key, Byers, and Reinhardt already a team that is second in the AAC, receiving votes to be ranked in NAIA. Going on the left elbow, feed top of the key, Hedrick. Preservati on the defense as Hedrick enters near the painted area, swings out to Hubbard, scoops with the right hand, misses the layup ugly without actually hitting any of the rim. So after it's hauled in on the left block, Danae Cox will jog into a new offense for the Rams. Passes right corner over to Goodlet, zips free throw line, Belle Lanier shoots and banks it in. It's the Rams back within 1. It is 4-3. 5:05 remaining first quarter. On the other end, Bluefield getting a student section banner today. Likely more people to pile in here as the game goes on. Pass tipped in the air by Belle Lanier and hauled in by Goodlet. Now going for a fast break. Goodlet scoops right hand, misses, but she is fouled. So now she will have 2 shots and a chance to give Bluefield the lead here in the first quarter with 4:46 left to go before the second. Well, Goodlet not a primary scorer for the Rams at all. Only 2 Rams score in double figures per game. That's Preservati as well as Danae Cox. While Goodlet averages 5 points per game. Eyeing the rim, the senior shoots and misses. This nicks off the front end. A buzzer sounds and a new forward in for Reinhardt. Bria White checks in. Haley Turman in for the Rams. And Tiana Crockett, a shooting guard, or kind of a 3, if you will come in for the Rams. It's 4-3, trying to tie this up. Goodlet fires. This time follows through and tickles the twine to make it 4-4. The Rams setting up in that zone defense again. They've been able to force some turnovers here. See if they can get anything going off of that. If they're smart with the ball and just start to find the open shots and actually hit them, it'll be tough for Reinhardt to win this game because of that defensive pressure. Sarah Byers misses from the free throw or from the right wing, and Bluefield comes away. And a rebound for Haley Turman. Danae Cox zigzags into the paint now on the left block. Starts to spin back out. Cross-court lob. Emily Hart in the right wing. Dish to Turman. Right corner. Feed up top to Crockett. Drive in the lane. Scoops with a left hand. Ugly miss. And a rebound for Bria White. 4:05 remaining. 4-4 the score. Only 2 baskets worth on either team 6 minutes into the game. Really a defensively minded game as Hubbard stepped into a 2 and walked in the process. Buzzer sounds. Bellineer will re-enter the game. Adrian Goodlett take it off. The Rams with a little bit more size. Bria White coming in at 5'11", one of the taller players. And then you got Kira Bellineer at 5'10". So that'll be the matchup in the low post for Bluefield. And now a full court press. Bumping into Kira Bellineer will be Hubbard. And there's the second foul on Reinhardt. Bluefield with no fouls as of yet in the first quarter. Now Bellineer ready to pass the ball in. Swings inside. Danae Cox almost lost the ball as she crossed the timeline. Now parked up top near the logo. Dish over to Crockett looking for her first basket in the game after missing that layup earlier. Emily Hart with no points yet as well. Chest pass Turman. Feed in the corner. Danae Cox. 15 to shoot. Cox drives in the lane. Spins out of the double team. Underhands Turman, who dishes back up top to Bellineer. Drives in the lane. Scoops with a left hand. Misses the layup again. And Bellineer with a clap of her hands, getting frustrated that those layups aren't starting to fall. Hubbard on the left block. Loops with that left hand. Spins in the lane. On the foul, Emily Hart. So Hubbard knew she was going to draw contact there and decided to just knock into Emily Hart. So Hubbard averaging at 8.5 points per game. 63% free throw shooter. Her first one just powers off the front end of the rim. 4-4 the score. That's the first foul on Emily Hart and the first foul on Bluefield here in the game. Clock is stopped at 3:19. Now a couple of bounces. Shot, front rim miss. Bouncing on the left side. Rebound for Hedrick. Or rather a kick down low to Bria White. Scoops in the lane and walked. Or rather, that'll be a foul called on Bellineer in the paint. So that'll be a block in the baseline. Now inbounds pass for Bria White. 3:15 left to go as she slaps the ball on the right side of the basket. This loops it way up in the air for Byers. Returns to White, and the pass tipped away by Haley Turman. And after the poke, Danae Cox picked it up. Outlet on the other end, Crockett and the right wing. Pops it back over to Danae Cox. Now feed cross corner over to Bellineer. Storms in the lane. Zips right corner, Turman on to Crockett. Underhanding the ball around. Bluefield with no open shot as Reinhardt really got back on defense fast after Bluefield tried to speed it up. Danae Cox underhands Haley Turman. Zips a three. Misses. Rebound Emily Hart. Wrestling for it and forces a tie-up with Jessanne Nix, and it will stay with the Rams with a fresh shot clock tied at 4-4. Well, defensively, if you're Corey Mullins, this is exactly what you wanted. But offensively, pretty hard game to get going as it is only 4-4, 2:47 remaining first quarter. Buzzer sounds and Danae Cox is taken out of the game. Hannah Preservati back in. Goodlett is in as well for Bellineer. As Preservati dishes left wing over to Adrian Goodlett. 2:44 remaining in the first quarter, and the Rams looking for a rare field goal in this one. Preservati chest pass left side. Crockett trying to poke the ball through as Crockett swings right side. Hannah Preservati back up top to Crockett. Bluefield working around the arc as Emily Hart lets a three go and drains it from the left wing. Rams on top now for the first time in the game. As she actually had a foot on the line, it was 6-4 now instead of 7-4. 2:19 remaining first quarter as Nix feeds on the right side to Hubbard. Well, Bluefield finally finding some momentum in this one. Down by one for most of the game, and now a layup missed by Jessanne Nix and a foul called as Nix poked in on Hannah Preservati. That's going to be Nix's first foul and the team's fourth. Nix, the senior from Calhoun, Georgia, going into the books for the first time today. And now the Rams will get it back down or up by 2, 6-4. Well, Preservati still a commander on the floor for the Rams. When they have any sort of offensive feel, it's likely because Hannah Preservati has manufactured it there. Turman spins out Crockett, finds Emily Hart. Left corner three, back iron, no good. Rebound, Bria White. Now here comes Reinhardt once again trying to get this back on their side. Byers in the right and feeds to Nick's left wing. Working the ball around the arc. Rams really have the perimeter defense down, but Bria White drains the shot with a foul on the left block. Tied up once again, 6-6 with 1:33 remaining first quarter. Well, buzzer sounds, and we got substitutions trying to be made by Corey Mullins. Now White shoots and really just zipped that ball right through on a line drive. Lead back to one for Reinhardt. 7-6 the score. In the corner, now a full court press. Rams manage to get out of it. Preservati on a sprint. Lobs over right corner, Emily Hart. Returns top of the key, Crockett. Feeds left wing, Preservati. And the Rams still, like Reinhardt, working the ball around the arc with nowhere to go as Reinhardt's perimeter defense is pretty sound. Chest pass right corner. Preservati arcs a three and misses front rim. Rebound, Bria White wrestling that ball away from Adrian Goodlett in the backcourt. 1:05 left to go. Mosley lobs left wing over to Byers. Every offensive possession looks very much the same as Emily Hart is fighting on a mismatch with Bria White. Turns top of the key, over to Dix, bumps in the lane, no foul called, and Bluefield picked it up. Here comes Goodlett, just parking into the right wing, had nowhere to go. Preservati pops from 17. Back iron bouncing into the hands of Mosley. Here comes Reinhardt moving fast for once. Byers in the corner, thought about a three. Instead, dishes top of the key over to White. I'll kick out right side, 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. White with a hard bounce in the right corner, went up and scored. Corey Mullins wanted a walk call, so now it is 9-6. 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Very rare that we don't see either team get into the double digits in the first quarter. In the left corner, Crockett starts to skate up towards the top of the key, drives down the right side, almost lost the ball, dishes top of the key, Goodlett, and now a whistle and an offensive foul on Tiana Crockett. So she had a moving screen, and it'll go right back to Reinhardt with 7.1 seconds remaining. Pass into Nix. Mosley trying to get a buzzer beater off. 4 seconds now, so he crosses the timeline. Straight in the left wing. Swings it over to White at the buzzer. Her shot no good, and that will be it for the first quarter. 9-6. Rams down by 3 here in this conference matchup. 8th team in the AAC going up against the number 2 team in the conference when we come back here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Ready to go for the second quarter. Rams down by 3. It is 9-6 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Both teams with a defensively sound makeup in the perimeter as White gets the feed, misses the layup on the left block, hauled in on a rebound by Bellinier, trying to poke that ball away. In for the first time, Chandler Sutton. Well, Danae Cox trying to get her first basket of the game. Bluefield not shooting well, going for those layups, and nothing really has accumulated so far for the Rams. In that first quarter, just shooting 12%. Now a shot from the top of the key hits. And Danae Cox now makes it a 1-point game, 9-8. 9:25 remaining. Rams have cut it down to 1. Mosley starts to move on the left side through a screen, bumps into the wing. Now top of the key, Byers. Dish down low to White. Spins and hacked by Adrian Goodlet on the block. It's clean. And Danae Cox thought that White might have pushed the ball out of bounds, but it will stay with Reinhardt. Well, Mosley slaps the ball. Bluefield hoping for their 3rd straight win today and avenge a 14-point loss that happened in Waleska, Georgia just a month ago. Into the right wing goes Sutton. Doesn't like what she sees. Lob down low to White in the right block. Kicks out wide over to Jessanne Dix. Shoots with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Wrestling for the ball. Underhands to Sutton, and Reinhardt will start again. Byers drives down the left baseline. Scoops with the right hand. Rejected by the bottom of the backboard, but a foul called. It will be on Bluefield, and it'll be 2 shots for Sarah Byers. That foul called on Adrian Goodlet, her first and a team first. 8:52 left to go in this half. Well, you see that the Rams are in 8th place in the AAC as Byers eyes the rim, fires, and scores to make it 10-8. They lost 4 games in a row, but then against Allen, they went down against a team that they had lost by 1 point to here at the Dome and avenged that loss. Byers hits both free throws, makes it 11-8. And then St. Andrews came to town, and the Rams were able to sweep the Knights. So now 8:52 on the clock, and the Rams will get the ball right back. Adrian Goodlet trying to work out of this full-court press that Reinhardt is starting to task on the Rams. Crockett trying to get the ball across midcourt, goes sideways, and finally passes the ball across the logo, where Preservati is fouled by Mosley. So that'll be the first foul and the second one on Mosley. Well, Corey Mullins going right in front of the scorer's table, hoping for a new offense as Crockett feeds into Hannah Preservati. 8:40 left to go in this first half. Swing in the left corner. Danae Cox looking for her first basket. Angles back towards the left elbow. Now drives back inside. Lost the ball. Picked up by White. Outlets to Byers in the right side. Straight down on the drive. Lost the ball. Who is it off of? And it will go off of Hannah Preservati. Preservati with no argument there. And the ball goes right back to Reinhardt with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Well, for Reinhardt, they have won 3 in a row. Swings inside, scoops with the right hand, and off the glass, Hubbard gets another basket. Lead to 5, the largest one of the day for Reinhardt. Well, Preservati looking for her first shot. The Rams really have been tasked just off of Danae Cox, as well as Adrian Goodlet making 1 free throw. Preservati misses the long shot, and Goodlet hauls in the rebound. Here's Crockett. Swings out Adrian Goodlet. Steps into a tray. Good. Now Goodlet has 4 points, and the Rams are within 2. 13-11 the score. Now that defense chance starting to crack in from that bench for Bluefield. Top of the key, Bria White, pressured by Bell Lanier. Reinhardt not a team that makes this game go by incredibly fast, as Byers at the top of the key bounces to White, steps towards the lane, and a charge drawn by Bell Lanier. So that'll be a foul called on Bria White, and the Rams get the ball right back. It's just a 13-11 game with 7:36 left to go in the first half. A whistle and Hedrick taken out, and Jessanne Dix back into the game. So Bria White not getting the start for Reinhardt, but since she has been in, really that offensive makeup, instead of moving the ball around the arc, has moved into lobbing to Bria White and seeing that she has an opportunity at the basket. Here's Emily Hart from the top of the key, pops from 17 and misses as the ball bounces off the front end right into the hands of Jessanne Dix. Chandler Sutton sprinting into the left wing, underhands over to Hubbard. Now a dish down low to White, spins in the basket, misses the layup, and Bell Lanier just volleyballed it over to Hannah Preservati. Rams zigzagging their way down the floor as Preservati is pressured hard in that man-to-man defense from Reinhardt. Well, Sutton, the sophomore guard from Woodstock, Georgia. That's not too far from Auburn as Bell Lanier lost the ball and kicked it out of bounds. So a turnover for the Rams gives the ball right back to Reinhardt. 13-11 the score. Rams trail by 2 here on a Saturday inside of the Dome. Well, they lost by 14 to Reinhardt just a month ago down in Waleska, Georgia. Trying to change it here. Jessianne Dix with a hard look at the basket and missed off on the right block as Preservati swings up top of the key over to Danae Cox. 6:30 remaining in this first half as Bellineer zips back to Cox. Rams trying to find a three ball that has been rare. Both teams not getting anything done offensively. Has been ugly on the offensive end in this game. Now 12 to shoot. Emily Hart underhands Cox. 10 on the shot clock now. 6:15 remaining. Cox lets it go and rattles in the triple. Rams lead back to 1. It's 14 to 13. So for Danae Cox, that's her first long-range basket of the game. And now she has 5 points, leading the way for Bluefield. Into the right wing. Sutton with a feed down low to White. Open look at the basket. And she is fouled as she drills in the layup. So the lead back to 1 for Reinhardt, and Bria White starting to dominate in the low post against Kira Bellineer. So the Rams likely to make some adjustments as Haley Turman checks in for the forward. Clock has stopped at 5:59. Lahart bounces and a shot sank in by White as she completes the old-fashioned three-point play. 16-14 remaining. Here's Adrian Goodlett trying to get across this full-court press, and finally does. Goodlett knocked a player down in the process. On the other end, Sarah Byers is laying down in the backcourt, and she already has a brace on that left knee. And I got to remember a couple of days ago when the Rams were facing against St. Andrews. St. Andrews only brought 6 players, and at one point in the game, the Knights were forced to play with 4 people. Well, Byers hitting the floor hard and now walking off. It seems to be. Still talking it over with the referee, Lindsay Huffman. And the officials telling Byers she has to leave the game, but now she's just refusing to leave into the left corner, and looks like a substitution will be made. Ashton Sutton into the game, sister of Chandler Sutton. Now a pass into Hannah Preservati as the Rams trail by 2 with 5:43 left to go in the first half. Preservati swings out wide. Cox lets a long three go and hits it from pro range. She's hit their past 2. 17-16. Rams back on top. Well, it doesn't really seem like that was an open look for Danae Cox, but she took it anyway and hit the long moon shot from the hip. Back on the other end, here comes Sutton. Now she tries a 3. Misses right rim, tipped under the basket. Loose ball corralled by Dix. Now pass back out over to Sutton and another handoff to Chandler Sutton. Nix fires for 3. Misses. Back iron. Danae Cox now moving in transition. Sutton behind her as they go 2-on-2. Bounce to Turman. Spins and had no look. Now Bluefield working around the arc. Danae Cox tries another 3. Air balls this time. And, well, thought she was on fire. Now has to just calm down. Whistle blows and a timeout called by Lindsay Huffman. Rams on top by 1, 17-16 here at the Dome. .451 left to go in this first half. Danae Cox now has 8 points after hitting the past 2 threes for Bluefield as the Rams are up 17-16. Here's Sutton for the top of the key. Passes on the left side over to Nix. Now we have to see if Reinhardt can try to find these open looks. Bluefield has worked defensively very well as Bria White misses from 5 feet on the air ball, caught by Hannah Preservati. Danae Cox feeds Emily Hart, drives on the left side, and now retreats back out. Underhands Bellinier, storms down the baseline, bounces in the corner, intended for Haley Turman, and then it goes right into the stands for the Rams with another turnover. That was a good look for Bellinier to find Haley Turman, a player that can shoot the three as well as play in the low post for the Rams. 4:20 left to go in the first half. Rams still on top by one, 17-16 as Reinhardt takes the ball left to right. This would be a crucial win for Bluefield and a really great one at that as Sutton hits from the left block and makes it a one-point game again, 18-17. Reinhardt on top. Rams at 8th in the conference. You have to be in the top 8 to make it into the conference tournament. Anna Preservati shuffles on the left side, eyes the rim, chest pass left corner to Danae Cox. Returns top of the key, Emily Hart. Dribbles down the right baseline and is hacked, but the ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Ashton Sutton. So with 11 seconds remaining on the shot clock, it looks like Sarah Byers will come in for Jess-Ann Nix. And Hannah Preservati will inbounds the ball in. 3:47 left to go. Overhead pass on the right side. Danae Cox returns Preservati, sends a triple and misses as the ball is rebounded by Bria White in the left block. Chandler Sutton on a full-out sprint now slows down in the left wing. With a hip-high dribble, chest pass in the corner over to White, and that pass tipped in the air and stolen by Haley Turman, intended for Bria White down low. 3.5 minutes to go. Bellinier walked as she stepped into a mid-range shot, and another turnover by Bellinier. Has to start getting that under control here, and the Rams trying to get back into the game just down by one. So for Bluefield, that is their 5th turnover. Now with 3:20 left to go in this first half, Sarah Byers drags the ball over and hands off over to Sutton. 2 Suttons into the game, Ashton Sutton at 33 and Chandler Sutton at number 3. Sarah Byers storms towards the free throw line, bounces on the side to Sutton. Now returns to her sister left wing. 10 to shoot. Sutton feeds Byers. Left corner, arcs a 3 and swirls it around for the triple. Well, Sarah Byers, her first 3 to fall of the game. Now Reinhardt is on top, 21-17. A little bit more scoring here in the second quarter as both teams are starting to figure out each other's defensive scheme. 2:45 on the clock now. Danae Cox has hit 2 threes in the game. Not afraid to take another. Dribbles down the painted area, lost the ball, now picks it up, Emily Hart. Hart feeds over to Bellinier on the left elbow. Underhands Hart, fires a 2, misses. Haley Turman, easy putback miss. Got the rebound though as she sends it on the left wing over to Danae Cox. Well, Haley Turman wasn't really expecting to have that open of a look and simply just missed a 5-footer. Hard step in the lane. Danae Cox fouled as she went up for the layup. No, a walk call. Onto the left side, it will be an inbounds pass for Jada Hubbard. 2:21 left to go here in this first half. Now a new point guard in. It will be Haven Wilson, the freshman from Waleska, Georgia. That's actually where Reinhardt is located. Onto the right side, Hubbard looking for someone to pass it to. Feeds on the right elbow to a new player in. That's Kayla Russell. Russell storms to the lane past Haley Turman. Shot on the left side. Hubbard misses from 15 feet, and a good rebound pounced in by Hannah Preservati. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Rams trail by 4 now. They led 17-16, and then Reinhardt finding their defensive side and now also getting the offense to work. Underhand pass to Nate Cox, pump fake, 1-arm pass to Emily Hart, wrestling for the ball in the paint. That will be a tie-up that goes right back to Bluefield. Minute 41 on that clock here in the first half. Rams looking for a rare win against Reinhardt, really trying to build some momentum as they move on to a big weekend for them. They have a game tomorrow against the Apprentice School, and as well as an AAC matchup on Monday on the road against Milligan. Preservati, chest pass right wing, Goodlet. Overhead over to Hannah Preservati near the free throw line. Underhands Goodlet at the top of the arc, 5 to shoot. Danae Cox dribbles in the lane, lost the ball, picked away, but a block call down low. So Danae Cox gets a big break there. That will be a foul called on Sarah Byers, her first foul. And a team third. So Reinhardt getting into the fouls more than Bluefield, which is kind of rare because Bluefield is a pretty scrappy team. Goodlet feeds top of the key, Preservati as she backs out near the logo. Chest pass left wing, Turman. Underhands over to Goodlet. Rams working the ball around the arc. Overhead pass to Danae Cox. Still just trading the ball as Goodlet finally goes in the paint, and Haley Turman spins the ball off the glass to get the Rams back within 2. 21-19 as Haley Turman sank that ball into the right block. Going on the other end, Haven Wilson And a brand new look for Reinhardt as they are only up by 2. Chandler Sutton zips a 3, nothing but net. And the sophomore from Woodstock, Georgia makes it a 5-point game again. 24-19, 5-point lead for the Eagles and a 50-second remainder in this first half. Emily Hart starting to jog over, looking for that offensive prowess she had in the game a couple days ago. Danae Cox misses a 3, rebound fought hard by Emily Hart. One-arm pass right wing, Hannah Preservati. Rams with a fresh shot clock now, 35 seconds on the game clock, and now 22 on the shot clock. Hannah Preservati sips over to Emily Hart, top of the key, back to Preservati. Jogs right off the screen, foul called on a charge as a good flop is executed there by Kayla Russell. Hannah Preservati dribbled onto the right side and bumped right into Russell, who had that instinct to just fall flat on her back. 25.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Rams trail by 5. Defensive matchup here at the Dome. Haven Wilson with the shot clock off. Moves the ball right across midcourt. Rams operating in a zone. On the left side, Sarah Byers look down low as now she feeds over to Sutton. Bounce pass kicked by Hannah Preservati. No kick ball call, and it will be a steal for Preservati. Lobs across the timeline for Haley Turman. 4 seconds left. Turman feeds Emily Hart. Shoots at the buzzer. Got it as the buzzer sounds. Left wing 3 for Emily Hart, and the Rams will go into the locker room trailing by 2. 24-22. We got a great ball game here at the Dome. Got a good one here in the Dome. Rams down by 2 at halftime, 24-22. Reinhardt on top, and the Golden Eagles shooting 9 of 25 from the field. Rams not doing that much worse at 8 of 29. Both teams have really worked into the defensive schemes of the others, but still leading the way for Bluefield as expected. Today, Coxum and Emily Hart has 5 points after hitting a 3 right at the buzzer to get Bluefield back within 2. On the other end, 8 points for Bria White, the forward coming off of the bench. Also has 5 total rebounds, so likely on her way to a double-double. When they brought her into the game, Reinhardt really changed its entire offensive outlook. Instead of working around the arc, they would just kick it down low to Bria White, who would spin off of Bellinier. So the Rams really need to try to find some sort of answer to Bria White down in the low post. Reinhardt is led by as much as 5, Bluefield as much as 2. Score has been tied 2 times, and the lead changed 6 times. So the Rams still looking for a big win against Reinhardt, coming in at number 2 in the conference, and the Rams at 8th in the AAC, trying to make their way into the conference tournament that only allows 8 teams coming out of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Got about 6 minutes left before we kick off the third quarter here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 24-22, Eagles on top. Welcome back to the Dome, everyone. Rams down by just 2 as we're ready to start out the second half here from the Dome. It looks like more fans are starting to make their way out into these red bleachers. Got a student section in full force today as Reinhardt goes back out onto the floor. Emily Hart, the most recent basket for Bluefield, as she joins her teammates Preservati, Goodlett, Cox, and Bellanier down low. Bounce down low to Hedrick, misses the layup off the left side. Rebound Bellanier, and a great start for Bluefield defensively. Rams have led in this game, but they have trailed by as much as 5, down by just 2 now. Anna Preservati looking for her first big shot of the game. Swings left corner to Nate Cox, lob down to Bellanier, hits the deck hard, spins towards the basket, misses with the left hand. Rebound Hedrick for Reinhardt. Well, it looked like Bellanier didn't know she was going to have that much separation. There's Byers under, hands over to Hubbard, cross-court lob, right side Nix. Reinhardt really hasn't gotten it done from beyond the arc in this game. They are just 2 of 7 on the right side. Now lob down low, Hedrick with the right hand, misses on the right block, but fouled by Bellanier. That's the first foul of the entire second half with 9:09 left to go. And for Bellanier, that will be her 3rd foul. So not only is Bellanier struggling a little bit defensively, she also has 3 fouls. Now the men in stripes making a call here. So I've never heard that before. They said that noisemakers can only be used during dead ball situations. So there are a couple of fans with cowbells here, and they will have to be silenced. I have never heard that in my life as Hedrick hits the first free throw, make it 25-22. And I guess you can't bring an air horn to a basketball game. That's kind of a football thing. But going with voices only. Second shot bounces on the left side and finally tipped into the hands of Emily Hart. Spinning in the backcourt, underhands Adrian Goodlett. Now the Rams trying to get across this full court press. Sarah Byers steals and scores as she went straight to the basket. Well, the full court press finally amounting to something for the Eagles as Emily Hart dishes to Danae Cox. Almost lost the ball. Now in a trap right in front of the Reinhardt bench and finally gets it across midcourt. Just to Adrian Goodlett. Lob on the left side. Bellanier. Hard dish to the basket as she storms in for the layup, 27-24. Rams down by 3 now, 8.5 left to go in the third quarter. Well, we see with Reinhardt that defensive pressure. They're kind of like what Bluefield wants to be, as Reinhardt has had a little bit more success in this season. Sarah Byers flips it over on the right side to Mobley, swings out right corner. Back to Sarah Byers, who's hit the past 5 points for Reinhardt. On her hands, Hedrick storms down the right baseline. Bellanier on the pressure. Hedrick missed the layup with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Bluefield. Now Reinhardt retreating out of that full court press. Emily Hart with a hip-high dribble. Underhand Hannah Preservati. Dish on the right side. Adrian Goodlett pops it over to Danae Cox. Now with 17 to shoot. Rams working for a shot here as Emily Hart has it on the right elbow. Couple of hard steps, chest pass, Goodlett tips on to Bellanier. 9 to shoot. Bellanier feeds left wing, Danae Cox. Overheads Adrian Goodlett. Long 2, misses on the left end of the basket. Rebound for Mobley, and now it is still 27-24. So still for Bluefield, only shot around 28% in that first half. They've only hit 1 shot in the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. Bounce on the left block, Hedrick pops from 5, swish. 29-24 now. As Adrian Goodlett feeds on a bounce pass back to Hannah Preservati. Well, for Bluefield, the biggest thing that we have seen them being hampered by in the past couple of weeks is that they get into these scoring funks, and Reinhardt is trying to take full advantage of that. Lob to Bellanier, spins with a left hand, rattles the ball right through the 10. 29-26, Bellanier spin the wrong way, still found the shot though. Just parked out on the logo is Mobley, or Mosley rather. Here's Jessica Nix in the right corner. 15 seconds, overheads right wing. Sarah Byers lost the ball right in front of the student section. Cross-court zip to Hubbard and bumps into the Reinhardt bench, and the Rams will get back on defense, or on offense rather. Shekinah Huggins into the game for the first time. And a Preservati taken off for a breather with 6:43 remaining third quarter. Goodlett just chucks the ball in to Shekinah Huggins. Dribbles straight into a trap. Swings towards the top of the midcourt and taken by Emily Hart. Fighting out of the double team, Adrian Goodlett. Now Huggins had 9 points in that win against St. Andrews. Hit 3 trays. 15 seconds left as Cox with a hard chest pass to Adrian Goodlett zips top the key Huggins. Then to shoot now for Huggins, the senior from Newport News. Angles inside, steps back out. 5 to shoot, swings right side. Adrian Goodlett drives in the lane, feeds Bell Lanier, loose ball corralled by Emily Hart. Shot at the buzzer, nowhere near the basket as it is a shot clock violation going back for Reinhardt. So a great defensive possession there for Reinhardt, forcing Bluefield to work that entire 30 seconds and still couldn't manage to find a good look. 29-26, 6:08 in the third quarter. Now for Mosley, her team really trying to get something going without Bria White, who has not entered the game as of yet. Popping from 17, Mosley, back iron miss. One-armed board for Adrian Goodlett. Here's Shekinah Huggins zigzagging across the timeline as Mosley backs into the perimeter. Well, Shekinah Huggins, not really a player that gets a lot of shots off, but now on a hip-high dribble, trying to find someone to pass it into. Goodlett feeds over to Huggins, and now an offensive foul called on Danae Cox off of the ball. And that gives the ball right back to Reinhardt. The first foul on Danae Cox and the second one in the third quarter for Bluefield. No fouls as of yet. Bria White checking into the game for Hedrick. So White now with 8 points in that first half, shooting very well from the field. Going straight down the middle is Mosley. Mosley pressured by Danae Cox. Bluefield still operating in that zone defense. Emily Hart hit the deck. 3 balls sank right in front of her face by Sarah Byers. 32-26, largest lead of the game for Reinhardt at 6 points. Rams trying to wake back up here. Down by 6 with 5:10 remaining third quarter. Into the right wing, underhanded pass. Emily Hart drives down the right paint. Kicked out of bounds off of the hands of Nix. She thought that ball was off of Emily Hart. Now the Rams will have an inbounds pass right in front of their own bench. 5:06 remaining third quarter. Towards the top of the key. Huggins starts to drive down the left side. Blocked by White, but a foul called. Bria White smiling, thought that she got all ball there, but it will be 2 shots for Shekinah Huggins. Rams haven't been to the free throw line that much in this game. Gone just 2 trips, both coming from Bell Lanier as well as Adrian Goodlett. First one for Huggins, rattles around and just pops out on the front end of the basket. Now a flat 5 minutes remaining. Now Huggins with a hard dribble. Rams down by 6. Her shot this time clunks through the 10 and falls through the nylon to make it 32-27. 5 minutes left to go third quarter. Rams going with a full court press now as Mosley feeds towards the timeline to Nix, and a cross-court zip to Sarah Byers. Bounce in the left corner, Hubbard. Good defense by Danae Cox that forces Reinhardt to look for a new way to score here. On the right end, Nix feeds corner over to Mosley. 15 seconds, 4:44 remaining in the third quarter. Byers arcs a tray, hits again. From the left wing, she's hit the past 2 shots, and Byers is on fire. 35-27, now the largest lead back up to 8 for Reinhardt. Well, Reinhardt, a team near the top of the AAC. Rams in a tough battle with them today as Danae Cox passes left side. Emily Hart, hard zip, Goodlett. Feed down low, Bell Lanier. Now around the arc, Emily Hart pops from 12, back iron miss. Bria White hauls in the rebound, but a foul called on Bell Lanier. That will be her 4th. And no doubt about that, Bell Lanier already taken out of the game. Haley Turman back in. That's a team 3rd foul on Bluefield with 4:14 left to go. So Hubbard with a hard dish inside to Sarah Byers. Her pass tipped in the backcourt, but finally Hubbard lobs it onto the left block for Jessanne Nix. Sarah Byers on fire now. Lob down low. Bria White with an easy spin towards the basket on the left side. Makes it a 10-point lead at 37-27. Boy, the Rams really have this third quarter go. That defensive pressure, a thing of the past. Adrian Goodlett. Well, fastball in the right corner today. Cox returns top of the key. Hannah Presavati. Pump fake, underhands Cox. Launches a 3. Front rim miss. Looking for the rebound. Finally corralled towards the top of the arc by Goodlett. Underhands over to Danae Cox. Well, Bluefield, you saw in that second quarter, gave Reinhardt a run for their money, especially in that first quarter as well. Foot on the line, a long 2 for Haley Turman. An air ball picked out of the air by Jessanne Nix. 37-27. 3:25 remaining. Byers tries again. This time misses. Loose ball corralled by Nix in the left wing. Well, with those sleeves on, Byers has been hard to stop, that's for sure. Around the arc they go. Jessian Nix pressured by Adrian Goodlett. Hail Mary pass right wing. Sarah Byers lets it fly and misses. Rebound for Mosley. Powering on the right block. Bounces in the paint, and she walked in the process. So a good break right there for Bluefield as they had the pressure in the paint. Now a timeout called by Corey Mullins. Freezes that clock at 3:04. Rams down by 10, 37-27. Pass inbounds to Nate Cox, and Bluefield trails by 10, the largest lead of this game. Struggling to get that ball across the timeline. Crockett lobs parallel towards the midcourt line and is finally picked up by Hannah Pleasure-Buddy. That full court press by Reinhardt has given Bluefield a run for their money here. Down by 10 to one of the better teams in the AAC. Hard drive down the left side. Tana Crockett ugly miss on the layup. She'll volleyball in the air and finally picked away by Nix. Cherry picking pass Hubbard straight towards the basket and misses. Haley Turman picked up a loose ball. Rebound. 37-27 still the score. Today Cox right from that bench. Starts to move out. And Bluefield has been outscored in the quarter. 13-5. Angling towards the basket, back out as a body. Sends a triple and misses on the back iron. Bria White. And Reinhardt will now slow this down again. 2:10 remaining in the quarter. Ends right after this. Rams have fought hard, but in the third quarter, it's all Reinhardt scoring the Rams by 8 and really packing the Rams down on defense. Pass down to Bria White, turns, spins, and misses. So it's 37-27, a minute 50 remaining in the third quarter. Tana Crockett going towards the lane, scoops with the right hand and scores the and one. Now the Rams finally starting to find some energy here. Down now by 8 points. 37-29. Chandler Sutton in for Hubbard. And Emily Hart back into the game as well. It's just the second foul on Reinhardt in this quarter. And the third foul on Jayla Mosley. Got to think about foul trouble for Bluefield. Kiara Bellinier already has 4. As Crockett gets that rare trip to the free throw line. Her shot, back iron miss. Tipped in the air, rebound, Emily Hart in the left block. Out of a double team, sends it to the left wing, and Crockett finally has it. Rams down by 8, a minute 38 remaining in the third quarter. Cox off the head fake scores from 15 feet on the right side of the paint. Rams now have scored 4 unanswered, 37-31, down by 6. Sutton with a hard zip over to her sister in the right wing. At the top of the key, Bria White has not scored in the third quarter as of yet. Now almost walked towards the top of the key. Passes Chandler Sutton right wing. 10 to shoot, lob down to Bria White. Scores, no! Off of the shot, rebound, and fouled on the shot on the left block. 1:08 remaining, third quarter. Now Bria White will go to the line. It's a foul called on Danae Cox, her second. And a team fourth with a minute 08 remaining in the third quarter. Rams trying to make it interesting here, down by just 6, 37-31. There'll be a pass inbounds, no shooting foul on Bria White. Lends the ball in and is finally picked up by Ashton Sutton. Lob down to Bria White, hard bounce, spins left and scores off the glass as Haley Turman hits the deck. 39-31, lead back to 8 with under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Anna Preservati, chest pass right wing, Crockett. Kind of a stuttering move there for Crockett as she passed it towards the top of the key. Emily Hart, underhands left wing, Danae Cox. Lob up to Tiana Crockett, top of the key. Into the lane she goes again, feeds Emily Hart, but a charge called on Tiana Crockett. Sarah Byers went down. She's already in double figures for this Reinhardt team after hitting a few threes. Leading the way for the Eagles now. So Sarah Byers getting it done on both ends of the floor. Now has 13 points. Bria White with 2 in this third quarter actually has 10. 33 seconds. Shot clock still on. Lob towards the top of the key for Nix. Overhead pass to Sutton on the left wing. Bounce left block to Bria White. Backing in the lane. Spins, shoots, misses ugly. Rebound for Haley Turman. Shot clock off. 20 seconds remaining third quarter. Rams down by 8. Cox feeds in the corner over to Crockett. Hard step. Good pressure by Byers. Spinning around. Now 11 seconds remaining in the quarter. Preservati, chest pass to Nate Cox, top of the key. Off the screen, goes in the paint and fouled before she could get there. That's just the third foul, so the Rams will have an inbounds pass with 4.9 seconds remaining in the quarter. And that foul called on Jessanne Nix. Rams have to pass and shoot here. Lob into Hannah Preservati. 3 seconds. Now the top of the key. Feeds Turman. 3 at the buzzer. Nowhere close. And the Rams will go into the fourth quarter down by 8. 39-31. A full 10 minutes to see if the Rams can come back in this one here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Two players in double figures as we enter the fourth quarter here inside the Dome, 39-31. Two players in double figures, I should say, for Reinhardt. Sarah Byers has 13 points after hitting three-pointers in that third quarter, and then Bria White with 12 points. Rams have one player in double figures, that's Danae Cox. Emily Hart behind her with 5, and Kira Bellanier has 7 for the Rams. Pass inbounds to Hannah Preservati. Rams down by 8. Is Preservati looking for her first points of this game. A rare one for Hannah Preservati. With her foot on the line, misses the long 2, and it's corralled by Chandler Sutton. Rams got outscored in that third quarter 15-9 after winning the battle in the second quarter, winning 16-15. Now Chandler Sutton arcs top of the key over to Jessanne Nix, who has a couple of fouls for this Reinhardt team. Byers bounces down low. Bria White zip over in the right wing. Now the lob down low to White again in the right block. Pumps over Haley Turman and misses that layup. Rebound Danae Cox on a hip-high dribble. Danae Cox swings it over to her point guard on the right wing. And Preservati has to get into this game if Bluefield wants to come back. Danae Cox also has to take over. Rams haven't found any offensive momentum, especially there in that third quarter. Here's Emily Hart on the right elbow, underhands Preservati with 12 to shoot. Chest pass left wing, Crockett. Into the lane she goes, spins through the double team and lost the ball, but was fouled in the effort. That's 7 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul called on Jessanne Nix. She has 3. Shot clock back to 30 as Hannah Preservati ready to pass from the left side. Pops it over to Turman, who misses the 5-footer. Rebound falls for Bria White, and here's Chandler Sutton in transition. Jessanne Nix thinking about a step back, but instead dishes top of the key to Sarah Byers, who has the hot hand. 8:47 left to go in this game. Rams down by just 8. And now a foul called, moving screen on Jessanne Nix. That'll be her 4th foul, already notching 2 fouls here in the first minute and 17 seconds of the fourth quarter. So she was dumbfounded as she moved on that screen, trying to get the ball handler loose. And now with 8:40 left, Rams have new life with Hannah Preservati running this offense. It looks like Hubbard will likely check in for Jessanne Nix. As Preservati has it in the left wing, trying to step around the defense, underhands Cox, right in front of that far sideline. Cox zip into Emily Hart, lost the ball, bounces right corner, Crockett. 10 to shoot, Crockett swings it over to Turman, shoots from 5, and the ball clunks around to the baseline and finally goes through. Haley Turman pretty excited about that as the Rams have now cut it down to a 6-point lead, 39-33. And it's just been that type of day for the Rams offensively. That ball would pop out, but finally getting a break. Zip down low, Bria White sings top of the key over to Chandler Sutton. A hard bounce pass to White, who misses the layup, but is hacked by Haley Turman for the foul. The first one of the fourth quarter for the Rams with 7:59 remaining. Now a couple of shots for Bria White. As White goes to the charity stripe again, she is now 2 of 2. Trying to make it 3 of 3 for Reinhardt, and with 2 hands, she misses on kind of a chest pass style of shooting those foul shots. 39-33 the score. Back over to Bria White. Good couple of bounces for White. Student section getting into it as White just line drives the ball right through the nylon. Makes it now 40-33. Rams trying to get across this full court press. Crockett winning the race. Passes left side, Hannah Preservati going straight down the middle of the floor. Janae Cox, triple, falls from the right wing. Rams down by 4 now, 40-36. Passes left side, Sutton feed in the corner over to Hubbard. Bluefield in that zone defense. Sutton drives left side, swings out Hubbard again, left wing. 14 seconds on the shot clock as Sarah Byers looks for that open end. Bounce to Bria White near the free throw line. A hard chest-high dribble. Spins with a left hand and fouled as she missed the layup. Another foul called down low. And it'll be 2 more shots for White, who's only missed 1 shot from the charity stripe in this one. Haley Turman now with 3 fouls. 40-36 the score. Back iron miss on the first shot. 7:20 left to go in this game, and the Rams are starting to get into it, down by just 2 possessions. They've trailed by as much as 10. Shot for White. Chest pass, free throw goes right in. It makes it 41-36. Anna Preservati looking at her coach, still trying to find the first basket as the senior tries to go right across midcourt here, met on the defense by Chandler Sutton. Chest pass left side, Crockett on the defense of Sutton, going straight down the basket, spins it back out to Janae Cox, arcs a 3, misses. Tipped into the hands of Hubbard, and a chest pass to Chandler Sutton. Going right across the timeline and parking towards the left wing. 7 minutes left to go in this one, and the Rams just trail by 5. Back into this game as they trailed by as much as 10 there in that third quarter. Now with about 4 minutes ready to be elapsed here, the Rams have new life. Into the right wing, Kayla Sutton feeds her sister in the corner. 10 to shoot, bounce into Bria White, out of a double team, feeds Hubbard. Now a lob in the left corner, Sarah Byers misses the triple, tipped nearly out of bounds. Turman hauled it in for the rebound. Off the screen, Hannah Preservati on a sprint straight down the middle of the floor, and a pass on the left side over to Janae Cox. And Preservati in the left corner. 6:20 remaining in this game. Going straight down the middle of the floor, and Tiana Crockett is fouled. Now a fresh look for Crockett, and the Rams fighting back. So Crockett going to the line, trying to hit a couple of these free throws as the Rams are down by just 5 with 6:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. A chest-high dribble, the freshman shoots and scores, makes it 41-37. Whistle blows, Hedrick back into the game. Bria White taken off for a breather, likely to be brought back on near the end of this one, when they need her most. It's one of the tougher players in the low post for Reinhardt. Bend of the knees, shoot again for Crockett. Missed the second one. Bluefield had no rebounders down low. So now they go back on defense, down by 4 with 6:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. And to the right side, here's Hubbard. Passes left over to Sutton. And a chest pass towards the top of the key for Hedrick. Bluefield in that zone. And Reinhardt starting to milk the clock here. 3 for Sutton from the top of the arc. Hard bounce off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Crockett. Fighting her way from Chandler. Sutton gets the ball across the timeline. Pass on the right wing, Hannah Preservati. And the Rams slowing down again as Corey Mullins flashes up a hand in a new offense. 5:40 left. Preservati feeds left side. Crockett almost lost the ball on the poke of Sutton. Janae Cox thinks about in the left corner, storms down the baseline, swings top the key, Preservati, underhands Hart, lets a triple go, and rattles it home to get the Rams back within 1. They only call it a 2, though, as she had her foot on the line, 41-39. Emily Hart just inches away from making it a 1-point game, but still a 2-point game, not too shabby for the Rams. Hedrick underhand Sarah Byers, step back 3, right wing, can't get it, rebound Crockett. Lost the ball, picked it up right in front of the bench, lobs inside, Hannah Preservati. Rams on a breakaway, out of the double team. Preservati almost got the ball in a backcourt violation, but Danae Cox just saved it from that. 4:53 left to go in this game. Well, Danae Cox still trying to get back into this one. Blue field beyond Crockett, really the rebounder. Now 5 to shoot. Cox goes in the lane, lobs to Crockett, lobs at the buzzer. No good. Shot clock violation as the ball hit on the right side of the rim. That's the second time the Rams have fallen into a shot clock violation in this one. Timeout called. 4:37 remaining in the game. Rams trail by 2 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. We got ourselves a ball game here at the Dome. 4:37 remaining in this one. Rams have trailed by as much as 10 in the second half and now have fought it back within a 2-point game. 39-41. There's a bounce pass in the right elbow. Hedrick pressured by Bellinier, who has 4 fouls for Bluefield. Hard dish down low. Bria White with a layup on the right side of the basket makes it 43-39. Rams trailing by 4. They have not led since the first quarter. Here's Hannah Preservati, chest pass left wing, Bellinier zips top the key, Goodland. Around the arc they go as Preservati overheads Danae Cox, fires a 3. Misses off the front end of the rim. Rebound for Hubbard on the right block. Those threes have to fall with 4 minutes left in this game. Sarah Byers, the leading scorer for Reinhardt. She has been able to rack up 13. And then actually Bria White with that basket, now the leading scorer with 14. Emily Hart tipped the pass, almost stole it, but stepped out of bounds right in front of that Reinhardt bench. With 14 seconds on the shot clock and 3:50 on the game clock. Now that student section starting to get into it here as we have the men's game right after this. About 20 minutes after the end of this game. And by the looks of it, the Rams could try to fight this one into overtime. They already lost to this Reinhardt team in Waleska just about 2 weeks ago. Now a rebound for Adrian Goodlett. Here come the Rams again, 43-39. Preservati still looking for her first basket of the game. She is 0 of 8 from the field. Chest pass right side to Nate Cox, zips top the key. Bellinier down the lane she goes, scoops with a left hand, and scores the and one. (43-41). 2 shots now just turning to 1 shot for Bellinier. Foul was called on Bria White, her 4th. So if the Rams can possibly bait her into another foul, that's a big win for Bluefield. Left arm shot for Bellinier, clonks through, and now the Rams are within 1. 43-42 after the and 1 powers home for Bellinier. Now both players in the low post, both for Bluefield and Bria White, have 4 fouls, with Bellinier having just 1 away from fouling out. Sarah Byers in the left wing, 3:07 remaining. Top of the key, Hedrick. Hard crossover dribble on the right side. Feeds Hubbard, right wing, and a 3-second violation called on Bria White. What a time to call that. 3:02 remaining in this 4th quarter, and the Rams looking for their first lead since the first. They have trailed by as much as 10. Hannah Preservati ever so calmly taking the ball right across midcourt, passes in the right wing. Janae Cox, open look, layup, yes, Rams have the lead. She had a highway to the basket down the right side. 44-43, timeout called by Reinhardt, and now this place is starting to erupt with 2:42 left to go. Out of the big layup, the Rams lead by 1, courtesy Danae Cox, 44-43. They have rallied here in the 4th quarter after being down by 10 in the 3rd. Here's Mosley, bounce pass left elbow, White returns Mosley right wing. Rams really working well on defense in this 4th quarter. Top of the key, Hubbard lobs down to Bria White, swatted by Bellinier. Sarah Byers arcs a triple, misses left wing. Mosley with a rebound, put back, yes. And what a fight for Mosley to make it 45-44, lead back to 1 for Reinhardt. 2:15 left to go in the game. Emily Hart with a chest pass up top. Hannah Preservati eyeing the rim. She's 0 of 8. Goes down the right baseline, scoops with the right hand, and draws a charge after Sarah Byers hits the deck hard. And it just hasn't been a great day for Hannah Preservati. Gives the ball right back, and that is the team's 3rd foul and Preservati's 2nd. Still good game, though, at 45-44, a very defensive score. And for Corey Mullins, trying to get a win, because it's a lot to ask for when you only allow 45 points at this point and still might lose. And to the right side goes Mosley. Bria White on the floor has 5 fouls. Sarah Byers with 13 points. Chest pass over to Hubbard in the left corner. Goes to the lane, shoots with a right hand, misses the layup, tipped in the air. Rebound, Adrian Goodland. Bluefield with a new look here, down by 1. 1:40 remaining. Emily Hart on the right side of the basket, looking for someone to pass it to. Swings it back up top, over to Danae Cox, and the Rams slowing it down as Cox just freezes and left arms it over to Hannah Preservati. 1.5 left to go. Underhand pass, Emily Hart near the top of the key. Chest pass, Hannah Preservati in the right wing. 7 to shoot, finds an open Danae Cox, steps into a triple, good! 47-45, had to make sure that she had her foot beyond the line. Rams up by 2. Here's Mosley, blocked as she went to the basket, but a foul called on Hannah for Mosley with a chance to tie. 1:04 left to go. Bluefield trying to get to 3 wins in a row and upset one of the top teams in the AAC. Rattles home for Mosley on the first shot. That's the 3rd foul on Hannah Preservati. Both teams on their next foul will send the other into the bonus with 1:04 remaining in the game. Mosley fires and scores to tie it up, 47-47 off of both free throws. 1 minute remaining in the game. Preservati looking for her first points, but likely to just work this ball around. Almost stolen by Mosley. Into the left wing goes Emily Hart, a hip high dribble hard pass up top. Danae Cox, 14 to shoot for Cox. She just hit that last 3. Here's Bellanier storming down the left baseline. Swings out Adrian Goodlett. Long 3, good! From the right wing, the senior gets it done. 50-47. Timeout called by Reinhardt. And we are in an electric atmosphere right now. The Rams on top, 50-47. What a fight for Bluefield. They've been down by as much as 10 and now lead by 3. That's their largest lead of the game with under a minute left to go. What an open look for Adrian Goodlett. So though for Danae Cox, now has 18 points, and for Adrian Goodlett now with 7 off of the 3 ball. And now you have to see what Reinhardt does in this possession. The shot clock's still on, so Bluefield can still get the ball back and possibly ice this one up. And then for the Rams, they also have to think about Sarah Byers, the player likely to try to tie this one. 36.3 seconds left to go in the game, and a 10-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Well, Dr. Olive, the president of Bluefield College, in the house, liking what he sees so far. Now an inbounds pass. Have to see what Lindsey Huffman, the head coach for Reinhardt, has drawn up. Mosley will take the ball across midcourt. 32 seconds remaining in the game. Goes on to the right wing. Good pressure by Hannah Preservati. Feeds top of the key, Sarah Byers. Lob down low to Bria White. Powers towards the basket. Misses with the left hand. Rebound Danae Cox. Pressured in the backcourt. And a timeout called by Corey Mullins with 20.1 seconds. Deadly miss that time by Bria White. And now Bluefield trying to get it back. Likely to be fouled here to see what can happen. Bluefield trying to storm back. Corey Mullins has all of the potential in the world to win this game. And for Reinhardt, you have to wonder what happened. That defensive effort for Bluefield making it so much tougher for Bria White and Sarah Byers after an incredible third quarter. Now the Rams have outscored Reinhardt in this quarter 19-8. Buzzer sounds, they are ready to go. As Bluefield will have an inbounds pass. They have struggled to find the way to get the ball into the game here this year. Here's Bellanier. Bluefield will inbounds the ball right in front of their own bench, which is right near their own basket. Bellanier to pass. Zips inside. Danae Cox lost the ball, got it back under the basket, bumping near the basket, and on the left side, she will have an inbounds pass as she was fouled, or rather, she will go to the line for 2. So up by 3 with 16.8 seconds remaining in the game. Danae Cox trying to ice this one. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Danae Cox with 18 points, trying to get to 20 again. Shoots with the right hand. Misses, back iron. Now checking in. It will be Ashton Sutton as she goes in for Chandler Sutton. Shot for Cox. Misses both free throws. Rebound for Mosley. Timeout Reinhardt. And now Reinhardt gets the ball back with 15.7 seconds remaining. Down by just 3. So Danae Cox fails to hit either of the free throws to ice this one up for Bluefield. And Reinhardt will have a chance to try to tie this one up. With a minute left in this halftime, we take a look, or in this timeout, I should say, take a look at who has done the scoring for Reinhardt. Bria White, 6 of 16 from the field, has 16 points, as well as 4 free throws. And then also in double figures, Sarah Byers, who hit 3 3-pointers, all in the third quarter. She has not hit one in the fourth quarter, though, as she's just 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. Rams relying on Danae Cox, who has 18 points, Kara Bellanier, who has 10, and then Adrian Gullett with that 3 that put Bluefield up in this situation, 50-47, has 7 points. She has hit 2 3-pointers in this game and is a perfect 2 of 2 at that. Hannah Preserbati, though, a struggling game for her. She is 0 of 8 from the field, 0 of 5 from beyond the arc, and also has 5 rebounds as well as 3 fouls. Bellanier with 4 fouls, and also Bria White with 4 fouls on the other end for Reinhardt. Need a big defensive stop here if you're Bluefield. With just 15 seconds remaining in this game. Danae Cox just went to the free throw line, missed both. Or Bluefield could have been up by 4 or 5 if she hit those. Always with the drama, this team. Now a bounce pass or a pass in for Sarah Byers right here with 15.7 seconds remaining. No pressure on the inbounds. Byers swings out to Hubbard. 14 seconds. Byers back in the left corner. Off a screen, pops the tray. Nowhere close. Rebound. Hubbard puts it back in. And now it's a 1-point game with 8.5 seconds remaining. Well, she rebounded on the left side, went up with a shot, and now looks like Reinhardt has another chance. Down just by 1 point, 50-49. What a roller coaster ride it has been here in the last minute. And we got a whole nother basketball game coming up right after this. The men's team, the Rams, taking on the Reinhardt Eagles. And the Rams still at number 3 in the conference in that category. But right here, Bluefield is at 8th in the women's side of things in basketball in the AAC. And the top 8 teams make it in the tournament. So if the Rams are able to win this today, that likely helps their chances to solidify a spot in that conference tournament. 8.5 seconds remaining. Bluefield will have an inbounds pass up by 1. It is 50-49. And remember, Danae Cox almost lost the ball on the inbounds the last time Bluefield tried to do this. Bellanier finally swings inside. Emily Hart immediately fouled by Chandler Sutton right in front of the top of the arc. So that only wasted a second off of the clock. It is 7.4 now. And Emily Hart with a huge chance here to put Bluefield up by 2 or 3. Trying to hit both of these free throws. Shoots with the right arm. Misses front rim. Now the Rams just up by 1. Adrian Goodlett and Bellanier, the rebounders potentially. Second shot for Hart. Swish. And now the lead is 2 again. Another timeout, the last one called by Lindsey Huffman. And the Rams lead by 2. It's 51-49. 7.4 seconds in the game. Been a fun one as the Rams were down by as much as 10 in the third quarter. Fought back beyond the threes of Danae Cox as well as Adrian Goodlett. And that defense being able to lock down on Bria White. Sarah Byers now 3 of 10 from beyond the arc after she hit all 3 of those 3-pointers in the third quarter. Bluefield at 12-11, 9-9 in the AAC, looking for a crucial win in the conference against a team that has already received votes to be ranked in the NAIA. What a win this would be for Corey Mullins and his squad. After the timeout, there will be a chance on the other end for Reinhardt. They need a basket. Threes have not fallen for the Eagles here in this fourth quarter. Sarah Byers will do the inbounding duties for Reinhardt. Passes into Mosley, 6 seconds. Mosley on the right side, shoots at the buzzer, misses. Loose ball under the basket, wrestles for it, no timeout. And the Rams able to win this one. 51-49, what a classic as Bluefield comes away with an upset victory to knock off Reinhardt. Looks like Mosley is just a little bit mixed up under that basket as she limps. What a fight for the Rams. Down by as much as 10, and Corey Mullins and his team have now won 3 games in a row. What a contest, and we got another one 20 minutes after this. But here, the Rams on the women's side win 51-49 against Reinhardt here at the Dome.